The path was gone. The path was gone. I stood still and listened. Wind in the branches. Breathe first. Then look. Then think we. In toi. In that order. First task ball, shelter, before the light was gone. I moved toward the slope and started looking. A fallen oak against a boulder cave, space underneath. Dry ground. Branches overlapping like scales, smaller ones woven through. Leaves packed into every gap. I lay back and looked up at the stars through the gap in the roof. The forest settled. I wasn't cold yet. I thought about my grandmother. She knew this forest like the rooms of her own house, being by feel, by smell. Morning came pale and cold and beautiful. Everything wet with dew. My breath made small clouds. I was hungry. That was the most immediate problem. And also, I reminded myself, the most solvable one. A stream cannon, clear and cold over stones. Watercress along the banks. Further along Dulon, bilberries. Small and dark, growing where the light came through. Honey mushrooms at an old ash tree. I checked each one carefully the way she taught me. These were good, I was sure. Dry wood after a damp night? No, not easy. But there's always dry wood if you know where to look. Under logs, the lighter from my coat pocket. Smallest pieces first, then larger day. Coaxing it up slowly, the way you always have to. The smell hit before I expected it. Warm, earthy, savory. Mushrooms off a warm stone. Watercress. Bilberries. On the second day, the forest had become familiar. I knew the lean-to, the mushroom tree, the stream's voice from the rain. I sat with the fear honestly. I was lost. But I had food, water, shelter, fire. I was well. Those were the facts. I knew the stream would lead me out. Downhill reaches people eventually. I would follow it. But not yet. I spent the afternoon improving the lean-to, filling gaps, packing in more leaves, making something. Late season rose hips along the bank day, small and deep red. I gathered a careful handful, avoiding the thorns. Rosehip tea from a bark cup. It tasted of autumn and iron and something faintly sweet. I breathed it in before I drank. The fear hadn't disappeared. It had become something else, a comfort within uncertainty. On the third morning, I was ready. Nothing to pack. I buttoned my coat and turned to follow the stream. I followed the stream for 4 hours, easy walking once I trusted it. The forest changed around me. The stream just kept going. I walked the last 3 kilometers home, hands in my pockets, boots loud on the leaves, wood smoke still in my hair. I stopped once at the edge of the trees and looked back. The forest was exactly what it had always been, just itself, completely. The light was on, smoke from the chimney, everything as I'd left it. Quietly, entirely grateful. I stood at the door for a moment before going in. Just stood there, taking it in. The kettle, the table, the dried herbs on the beam, everything exactly where I'd left it. I just stood and looked at all of it. I sat at the table and held the tea and didn't do anything else for a long while. Warm.